What's up, you guys? We're back. Today's warm-up, we're going to start with 4 different movements. We're going to start with some kick throughs. So we're going to begin in a plank. I'm going to take my opposite leg and kick it to the outside of my body. So I'm going to go from my left side to my right side. So my leg, opposite direction I'm going. So my left leg's going to kick to the right. My right hand lifts up. Then I move my right leg to the outside of my body to the left. My left hand lifts up. So just alternating sides as I kick through. So just look, it's opposing hand and foot that are on the ground. Okay, so if you're getting stuck, just think opposite hand and foot lift, and that's the side that you're going to do the kick through on. After that, we're doing some bootstrappers. So I sit in the bottom of a squat. Okay, try to keep my heels on the ground. I'm going to grab a hold of my toes with my hands. I'm going to lift my hips up, fold forward, feel a little stretch through the backside of my body, and then sit back down. All right, inchworm press ups, and then roll to stand are going to finish this warm up out. So I fold forward, walk my hands out into a plank for the inchworm press up, do a push up, and then walk my hands back to my feet. Roll to stand is last. A little aggressive here. Give yourself some momentum. So I'm going to roll all the way back onto my shoulders, and then when I rock forward, I'm trying to plant my feet as close to my butt as I can to get my shoulders on top of my feet. So I roll back, shoulders go to the ground, I get some momentum rocking forward, throw my upper body forward, and then stand. So one more time. Watch how far back I get, and watch how close I try to plant my feet to my butt. Okay, right in front of my butt when I land. That way it's easier for me to get balance on top of my feet. That's the warm-up. Today's workout. The equipment version of this thing is going to be a handstand hold, dumbbell deadlifts, front squats, and push press. The format is you're going to do this thing every 4 minutes for 4 rounds, okay? So the idea in these workout formats is that if the required work takes you 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get through, then you get 90 seconds off. If it takes you 90 seconds to get through, then you get 2.5 minutes off. So you guys get to kind of choose your pace, but you do want a little bit of rest between your rounds, okay? I don't have a great spot to demo the handstand hold in here, but I can show you it the right side up way. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to start by standing with your feet together. You're gonna lock your knees by squeezing your quads. You're gonna squeeze your belly and butt. We're gonna put our arms up overhead, and then we're gonna actually push away from us, okay? So this is the basic position that we should be in when we're in a handstand. Handstanding seems like it's specific to maybe your shoulders or your arms, but if you're doing it correctly, it should be really a full body movement. So everything should be on tension, and it should be in a position that we're locked up throughout and that we're just kind of breathing through as we get there. So keep that in mind as you work on these. You can get there one of 2 ways. You can walk your feet up a wall so that you're facing the wall, or else if you feel more comfortable, you can plant your hands and kick into it. Just make sure that you guys have some room and that you're comfortable with whatever version of it you're doing. If I were you, if you're nervous about this, try out your version of a handstand before the workout starts. If you wait until it's already begun, you're like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do this when it starts, that can get kind of sketchy. So make sure you're comfortable with the options that you have. Make sure that your favorite China set is not next to the wall that you're doing your handstand on. Make sure that you got some room. You're not gonna kick over anything that's too expensive. So we do 30 seconds in a handstand hold. If that's too much, you guys can scale that back by quantity. Then we grab our dumbbells and we begin the real fun. 20 deadlifts, all right? So my shoulders are back, my belly's tight, I bend my knees, I send my hips back until the dumbbells touch the ground, and then I stand back up. That's 1, okay? When I'm doing these, what I'm feeling for is tension in the back of my legs, all right? So it's more of this than a squat, okay? So my hips are doing the majority of the bending here. Speaking of squatting, next up we got some dumbbell front squats. So the dumbbells go to my shoulders, squeeze my belly, my hips go back, knees go out, I squat, and then stand. After that is push press. So same basic position. I like my feet a little bit narrower for a push press. I dip by pushing my knees apart, drive, and push to overhead. Dip, drive, and push, okay? So we'll do a 30-second handstand hold, 20 deadlifts, 15 front squats, 10 push press, as fast as you can with good quality technique, and then you get the remaining time in that 4 minutes off. So if you just have light dumbbells and you want to beef up the quantity, maybe you do 25 deadlifts, 20 front squats, 15 push press. What I mean is that if this thing's taking you like just between a minute and a minute and a half to get through, you just got like a ton of rest, beef it up a little bit. That's totally fine. If you got heavier dumbbells, this quantity might be a little bit more appropriate. Same format for the body weight version. We're gonna do a 30-second handstand hold, 25 air squats, okay? Just because there's no weight doesn't mean that we can get sloppy on them, so keep your belly a little bit of tension. Then we're gonna do tuck-ups. Arms up overhead, I bring my chest to my thighs, okay? And then push-ups. Push-ups can be from our toes or from our knees, but we're going all the way down, chest to the ground, elbows lock at the top every single time. Toes, knees, put some books between your chest, whatever, but make sure that you're getting through the same range of motion every single time. That's how we know if we're getting better at them. Next up, we're doing some floor presses plus some leg lifts. We're gonna follow the Tabata interval, so it's gonna be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We're going through that for 4 total minutes. So I got my dumbbells. I'm gonna get one per hand. I'm gonna lay on the ground. I start with them like this, okay? So they're out at about 40, my upper arm is out at about 45 degrees. The dumbbells, the bottom of my arm is vertical, okay? So upper arm is about 45 degrees out from my ribs. Upper arm is vertical. Lower arm is vertical. You guys get what I'm talking about here. I'm gonna squeeze my belly. I'm gonna press to overhead and do a leg lift, okay? Floor press plus leg lift, all right? If you guys don't have dumbbells and you won't be able to do those, just do Tabata leg lifts instead. You will very much still scratch the itch. All right, the mobility today. We're gonna grab a foam roller or a rolled up towel, whatever. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong day. We're gonna do some lateral trap. Oh, you guys forgive me. We're gonna do some lateral trap rolling with a lacrosse ball. All right, so I got a lacrosse ball here. I'm gonna lay down, I'm gonna put the lacrosse ball onto my trap, so right here, okay, I'm gonna be rolling back and forth from my neck, from my spine out to my shoulder. And as I do that, I'm doing passes like so. These muscles get pretty tight from all the working out we do, from sitting, from being on our phones too much. So it's a good way to just get them moving again. Think of it as just kind of a massage for those muscles. So I'm doing some passes back and forth. And then every couple passes, I'm just moving the ball a little bit. So I just kind of go laterally back and forth along the trap muscle as I go. 3 minutes per side. You feel a lot better when you're done with it. That's a good one. And then that's it for today. That's all I got. Have a good day, you guys. Enjoy your workout. I'll see you next time. Bye.